Anakin says he wants to do all of my push-ups for me today, so I think I'm gonna let him. Welcome back to Warrior's Edge, and welcome back to day 19 of your 30-day push-up challenge. Today is 190 push-ups in a 19-minute frame, so if you are new here, the way that this will work is 19 push-ups in minute 1, tracked 1 push-up every minute until just 1 push-up at the end in minute 19. If any minutes you still have push-ups remaining, you just trickle them over into the next minute, and as always, your knees are totally fine as an option. If you can do any of this challenge, especially where we are from here on out, without your knees dropping at all, then I just commend you, but that's not going to be me. As of this recording, they're not quite on the channel yet, but keep an eye out for some additional wrist warm-ups, shoulder warm-ups, back warm-ups, those types of things that you can and should do before, especially Descension Days like this, where we start with a super heavy load. On the Ascension Days, where we just start with 1 push-up in the first minute, we go through the warm-ups as we build, but since the Descension Days cause us to just hit the ground running, it's good to take care of your wrists and your shoulder joints and everything like that before you get started. As it is, I'm gonna set you off to the side, Mr. Sir. And then as we have done for the last few days, this will be done in intervals. Today is gonna be 5 minutes, and then 6 minutes, and then 8 minutes. So that will take care of your 19 minutes. So for 5 minutes here at the start, again, 19 down to 15, grab a stopwatch, set for just 5 minutes. We have 19 push-ups here to get you started. I think I'm doing this entire first round just on my knees because I gas out quick. And my personal goal right now is to shorten the amount of time in between my first and second intervals. So best of luck to me, best of luck to you. We've got 5 minutes on the clock for interval 1, starting now, go. I know that 19 push-ups is a lot to do right here off the start, so I just want to remind you to place the weight into the inner portion of your hands. I very often hear people talk about wrist pain. A lot of times it is because they place the weight on the outer edge of their hand by their pinky rather than in that little space in between their thumb and their forefinger. So do your best to keep your weight in that area because it will help you protect the cartilage of your outer wrists. Keep that focus as you move here into the next round, and as always, the amount of push-ups that you owe for this minute is up on the screen if you ever get lost. So besides that focus of the weight in between your thumb and your forefinger, also focus on your abdomen for your core stability. If you let your hips start to dip down to the earth, then your shoulders and your hands end up doing a lot more work, and you need the stability of your core to help as you press yourself back up. I am a very large advocate for using your knees, especially in a challenge like this because of the repetitiveness in the pushing movement and the target of the same muscle group over and over. My reminder to you, if you ever do use your knees, is that they go behind your hips instead of directly under them. This only removes about 20% or so of the load, so you still work on all of your chest and your tricep and your shoulder muscles, but your knees actually become support rather than a hindrance or a crutch. Even as the minutes change, allow yourself to take some time and keep the same focus in every minute. It is okay if any push-ups trickle over into the next minute. You can either add them on to keep as you go, or just keep a running total to perform them at the end of the day. The time frame is the challenge. The reps for the day are the goal. The intervals are here for you to add in some extra rest to help break it up and make it more accomplishable. How you approach the challenge is up to you from there. You're in your last minute of interval 1, and I know your arms are tired. So if you haven't been keeping up with other exercises such as rows or shoulder presses, maybe even a pull-up here or two, or just hanging, then your chest and your shoulders and your triceps are going to do way too much overtime. So it's important outside of just these push-ups to also do other work on your upper body, as well as other work on your core and your legs. So it's still more of a balance as you build strength in your entire body, which will help make these push-ups feel more accessible. Take your rest. You have earned it. At least 30 seconds right here. Pause, come back when you're ready, or just head into the second interval with as much focus and intention and strength as you brought into the first. Minutes wise, this interval is longer than the one before it. Push-ups wise, it is around the same. Do your best as you work through this challenge to think about what you've done more than what you still have to go. Every day, every push-up is a push-up that you may not have ever thought you could have done before. If you've been around since day 1, maybe you started that with saying you couldn't even perform one push-up. If you've been doing push-ups for a while, maybe you approach this day with an extra challenge. As always, it is up to you how you approach these push-ups that come your way. Use these Descension Days to your advantage. I know it's hard to get as many out as you can so fast at the start, and I know that it gasses you out quickly. But if you allow yourself the space to let the push-ups start to trickle over, then it makes it more manageable as you break it up through the rest of the practice. As compared to the Ascension Days, where if you let things start to spill over, they add up quick. Use these Descension Days to your advantage to allow yourself to rest more during the minutes and focus more on developing a pace. You are in the home stretch of this interval. Last 2 minutes right here. Again, you can look up at the screen to see how many push-ups you owe. Reminder, it's okay if you still owe a lot. It's about developing a pace. It's about continuing to show up. It's about allowing yourself to stumble, to fall, to maybe not even reach the goal for the day. To know that every little bit of effort, every little bit of focus, every little bit of push is just helping you develop in your mind, your body, your breath, and your awareness. Final push of this interval, do not quit now. It's okay if you do less. It's okay if you struggle. It's okay if you don't make it all the way back up as you press, but just keep going. Keep breathing, keep pushing. Do not let yourself quit now. Take your rest. You have earned it. You deserve it. You can pause and come back. Give yourself some time, or about 15 seconds or so before interval 3. This is your last push of the day. So little push-ups remain, even if you brought some with you from minutes before. Develop a pace. If you're like me, maybe even at this point, you can start to alternate with some knees up and some knees down. The reminder once more, if your knees come down, it's not a sign of weakness. You still are building all the strength in your upper body that you need to. Continue. Focus. Stabilize. Shift your weight into your inner hands, just in case you need the reminder. Squeeze more into your core, squeeze more into your glutes. Use your back and the back of your shoulder blades to help you as you press up. Whether this is your first day in the challenge, your 5th, or your 19th, at this point, you have realized how hard this challenge truly is. If you are still here in any way, shape, or form, take a moment to simply be proud of all you have done up until now. And set a goal to be proud for all you're about to do in the future. The home stretch. 5 minutes left. So little time. So little push-ups. Even if you have any remaining from rounds before. A reminder, you can always just keep those, come back and do them before the day is over at your own pace or in your own time. Or just keep the track of what you've done and try to do better the next time you show up. As long as you keep showing up. The last few minutes here on your own. As always, look up anytime you need the reminder for what you owe. Always a reminder to drop your knees. Always a reminder to place the weight into the inner portion of your hands. Always a reminder to stabilize through your core, your back, your glutes, your legs. Full range all the way down and all the way back up. See you at the end of practice in just a few short minutes.
Oh my God.
About 40 seconds left in this last interval. I'm on my very last push-up. I'm just giving myself a minute. I usually like to do these with my knees up But I don't think that's gonna be the case for me today. Ooh, 25 seconds, 1 to go, I got it. Last 20-second call for you. Oh my God. Last 10 seconds, finish it up. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Well, as I said a minute ago, I usually like to try to do some of the last interval with my knees up as much as I can, but I did all of these within the last hour for myself. So usually on these interval days, I've been giving myself a little bit of actual space for the most part in between. So that last interval was very, very difficult for me to just get through, but great job for you. As always, you can pause as long as you want, whatever you want, even if it's outside of the dedicated intervals. As for me, that is 190 push-ups completed. I have no makeups. If you have makeups, either take them or as always, just record what you did and come back to try to do a little bit better tomorrow. Tomorrow is day 20, so we add 20 to what we just did, meaning that we'll cross 200 push-ups in one day, so that'll be pretty exciting. It'll also be the last day of Descension Days before we flip back over to the Ascension, so starting with 1 push-up in minute 1 and then ending with 21 in the last minute. These Ascension Days I think are going to be kind of an ass kick, but it is what it is. In the meantime, as always, let me know how you did down below, the variations you took. If you managed to have no carryovers whatsoever, I didn't fully catch up with myself until there was just 6 minutes left, so it's always okay if you have any rollovers. It's always just about giving it all your best. I did what I could for today. I encourage you just to do the same. I'll see you all for day 20 tomorrow, and keep an eye out for those wrist warm-ups, shoulder warm-ups, other subsequent things to help ensure your maximum health throughout this entire challenge. See you tomorrow.